What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Toy Talk. It's great to see you all. And it is Monday. Monday, that's right. Well, for me, it was a holiday and I didn't have to work. So I'm not even going to tell you it was a long Monday. But I'm sure for many of you, it was a long Monday. Maybe you had to work. And I apologize for rubbing my day off in front of your face.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It's Monday, January 16th. Happy MLK Day. I'm your host. My name is Toy Father. It's great to see you all. With me, as always, I got...
Other way.
No, that's the right way, right? That's right?
Is it right?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it going the other way. You gotta go that way. That way.
Yeah, that's right?
Yeah. Whatever. It's Cox great.
Yeah, it's Cox great. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Yeah? You doing all right?
Yeah.
You got here early.
Yeah.
You're always waiting behind the scenes.
Always waiting for you guys.
I know. Well, I appreciate you. We got Toy Addict. I'm getting my angles down. How you doing, man?
I still don't know.
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
Yes.
I feel like every time, like the past couple weeks, every time you come in here, there's like something new going on in your background. It's like you're slowly like
No.
building up your house or something.
No. Well, my daughter is the one decorating, so she kept the curtains for Christmas. So I've been using this area because my shelf is here with some of my toys.
Yes.
But like my setup is getting. It's like I just ordered my shelving. So I'm gonna start the process really soon. I'm excited for it. So
nice.
I'm getting here. So
Look, I mean, it's looking good. So this won't be the room, though.
So
No.
What's the first toy that's going up on that shelf?
The first toy that's gonna go up on that
Very
shelf,
first one.
it's going to be the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Oh yeah.
That's the first one that's going up there. Yeah. Other than that, this is my living room. I'm just hanging out. Kicked everybody out.
I always feel like there's something new going on every time.
There was a Christmas tree here. I don't know if you remember.
I do.
Yeah, well, it's gone now, but there you go.
And we got No Chewing. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, man? What's up, everyone?
What have you been up to?
Well,
I talked to you last night.
I had to work today like a chump all day.
Yeah. It's funny. Yes, you work, but I also chat with you a lot for a majority of the day.
Well, I also work remote, so
No, that's good.
yeah.
And he stays up like super late.
Yeah, you do stay up late.
Yeah, I have an unhealthy relationship with sleep. That's one of my goals this year, set by my doctor, to sleep more.
Oh man,
I'm only there to talk with Josh because I know he's like a little bit behind us in time.
Yeah, and yet Josh is still probably just going to sleep.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the chat. Let's check out, see what's going on. Unworthy, how you doing, buddy?
He's celebrating his birthday today. Mr.
Unworthy, happy birthday,
Yeah.
buddy.
Happy birthday, man!
Happy birthday, dude.
Do we know what the digits are?
I don't think he's gonna allow me to say that, but
Not a day over 26.
yeah.
He's definitely not older than me. El Prix 83, how you doing, buddy? Donald Dover, right? What's up, buddy?
Over.
What's up,
He was
Donald?
very active last week on
he was.
the top 10.
So this is going to be a pretty exciting interview, he says.
And for those of you who don't know, we got Sir Dork. He's in the waiting room right now. We're just going to get to him in a little bit, but we're really excited to have him. I'm really excited to have you all in the chat to get those questions primed and going, because we have a lot to get down and ask Sir Dork. Prime Artist 1977. He's back. He's back to win another giveaway, because tonight we have a giveaway because all of you great people here, if you haven't yet, but many of you already have, click subscribe because we've hit 200. I think we're 202 right now. And that was our goal starting in September. And I can't believe we're here and we're really excited. We told you we were going to give away free stuff at 200. So here we go. Samurai Chris, what's going on? Always supporting. He's always supporting. Green Geek, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Clintastic 4, how you doing?
Got a bunch of new faces in here too.
Christopher Sullivan, what's up? Thanks for
Hey.
joining us. Click subscribe.
Machu Toy.
Machu Toy, singular.
Not a bird.
Machu Toy, not a bird.
Have
How's
you
it
guys
going?
seen any of the Not a Bird account on IG? Fantastic stuff. Does these amazing reels.
Oh, well, thanks for
88.
joining us. Blitzfigs here. How's it going? 88. Oh, did we talked about 88 yesterday, right?
Yeah, he's starting a radio show apparently.
Is it a radio show?
No,
oh
I'm
yeah,
just
well,
kidding.
he's got
I'm
a
just
good
messing
radio
around.
voice. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But check out everyone. And Sir Dork, thanks a lot. Yes, let's like this video. Let's like it.
And
Yes,
then we
please.
got Mile High Plastic Guy.
Plastic guy, what's up?
Nice.
I think that covers everybody that's here. So,
Toy Art Unlimited. Did we get him?
Oh, and Pablo.
And Pablo.
we got Pablo.
We did?
Oh well, we can say hi.
And
to
now we
us.
do. And guess what? D Blake makes.
D Blake, isn't D Blake on vacation? He's in like Bahamas or something.
Well, I mean, D Blake always takes the time, whether or not he's like doing yard work, to like go behind the shed and check out any lives that are happening. So I'm sure if he's on vacation, he's probably, at the bar or something.
I want to see the vision of D Blake on a beach watching us.
That would be something. All right. Well, hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do. We really appreciate it. And that's why we're all here. We're really all here to hang out with all of you and get those questions ready for Sir Dark because he's about to come on. But before we do that, do we have any plugs? Yes, we do. We have plenty of plugs. This Wednesday, we're going to be No Chewing and I are going to be doing Toy Pick Community Top 10, TPC Top 10 with Machu Toy and J-Shot. That's going to be a special. We usually do it Thursday. This is going to be Wednesday at 9:15. Check us out. That'll be great.
Also, Wednesday is State of the Art.
Wednesday's
art. That's at 7:30 though.
You're going to be on again?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
So unboxing art
But
is
the
always
reason why we're on Wednesday night is that we're guesting on Machu Toy and J Shot's show starting at 8:00 between two Sentinels.
Yes.
So we're gonna do a little bit of a crossover. So we're gonna start there, go into the top 10. They'll guest on our show as well.
Yes. So we're carrying over, and that's
Great show last week, by the way, Josh, with Bobby Valla. That was interesting as hell. I love
Yeah,
that.
that was a good one.
That was a really good one. What other plugs? We got Unworthy, his podcast. I believe I put the link in for all of that stuff.
Feel free to tag hashtag Unworthy AF. He'll see all your photos.
Check it out. What else do we have to plug, gentlemen?
Not January. I'm just kidding.
Keep an eye out. I'm going to be selling stuff soon. Not my personal stuff, but I started an LLC. So
There you go.
Oh, and Dan, is it too early to announce the Black and Wednesday return?
No, it's not. So Black and Wednesdays is returning for the month of February. It's going to be Black and Wednesdays with a hint of red. So all the shots every Wednesday are going to be black and white, but you can add some red to it. Thank you to everybody that's reached out that I've sent the image. I haven't posted it yet, but the outpouring of support and just everyone excited for it. And I'm excited. It makes me excited. So I can't wait. It's fun, and that was one of my goals for this year, just to make toy photography fun. So I'm gonna keep doing it. So thank you for everybody that's gonna participate.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to gloss over Josh's LLT, but yeah, Josh is gonna open the Cox Toy Store. Not to be, it's going to be action figures, guys. It's going to be action figures.
I don't think that's his name.
It's his name. Just saying.
I think we need better marketing for this. Really strict marketing for Cox.
The store is not called that, by the way.
I think you should. I think you
it
should
might be
rethink.
taken, to be honest. Put that out
No.
there.
The spelling is probably different.
Instead of 1X is 3, but
XXX.
all right, we should bring up the guest because I know he has some plugs.
But
too.
check it out. That's gonna be a great one. All right, everyone. Really, our next guest, he's one of the toy photographers in the toy community. If you look up what you should do, what you should have for toy photography, his video pops up for YouTube and gives you a substantial video of like what the basic needs of what you need when you start up toy photography. His photos are incredible. He does practical effects like no other, and he shares how he does these practical effects on his behind the scenes, which are also amazing to watch. This guy's an awesome person in the toy community. He's supporting everyone. He does everything in terms of liking, commenting, and also will give you the time of day if you ask him a question.
Absolutely.
He just returned to IG, and we're really happy to have him. So let me introduce you to Sir Dork, Jared. Thank you for joining us, buddy.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me, and thanks for the a lot of really nice things that you just said. But yeah, I'm super happy to be here. Thanks so much.
Well, no, I honestly, this is like what your third time on, and we really appreciate
Third
it.
or fourth, or
yeah, you're one of the
the more the better.
So how you been? How's everything going?
Things have been good. Things have been really good. I mean, it's weird. Yes. I lost my Instagram account, which has been just a big pain. But it's just been like I'm happy to finally be able to be back, because I couldn't for so long. I wasn't able to. But it's been great being back, and everyone's just been like ridiculously super overly supportive. But it's been really great.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
You were highly missed on Instagram.
Yeah.
Noticeable absence.
Well, it's such a weird deal because you had like that whole problem, and then it seemed like you fixed it, and then
yeah. I think I know what probably happened as a whole. So, yeah, like more months back, my YouTube, my whole entire Google account was hacked, which I think is the root cause of all this, and that happened because, I got an email with a copyright strike on one of my videos, which does happen sometimes. So this was a really, really well done fake copyright strike video, and I clicked on it, and it was all downhill from there. But I was able to get everything back with my Google account and YouTube, and everything was great. But what I think happened, one of my friends was telling me, like, yeah, what hackers do is once they get your information, they sell it to other hackers or something. And so they were able to use what they, I didn't like with my password from Google or something. And they actually were able to log into my personal Facebook account, which I don't really use very much. It's just kind of there. And my security wasn't too great on it. I just whatever. And so they were able to log in, and it's also was linked to my Instagram and to everything else. And so, I did so much to bump up security, but I just didn't think about my stinking personal Facebook account, which if I had lost that, then I would have been like, okay, that's fine. I don't really care about it anyway. But the fact that it was linked to everything else, everything else was just like stopped. They just, they said, we need to review your account, blah, 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 to make sure. Because I think what happened is once someone got into it, they posted something that was against community guidelines.
Oh, really?
And
yeah,
so
I remember that day on YouTube when they did that to your account, and I was like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
Wait,
so something
on YouTube or on Instagram?
On my personal Facebook account, because no one ever technically got into my Instagram account. Nobody ever got into that. It's just once they got into my personal Facebook account and posted something against guidelines, Facebook said, okay, that's bad. You're posting bad stuff. We're gonna temporarily disable all your accounts that are connected, which did include my Instagram account. But
hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Once they temporarily disabled everything connected to my personal Facebook account, they had to review it, and it took them like 3 months to finally get to my account. And once they did, they just said, yeah, we're just going to permanently disable it. And then that's when that weekend I was like, okay, got to start a new account. And then now we're here.
Why though? Why what's do? They just told you we're going to disable it. That's it.
Yeah, I guess whatever was posted on my personal Facebook account was so bad that they felt as though that that my account should be disabled and all connected accounts.
Even though it was hacked.
Yeah, they didn't take the time to look. I mean, I've been using my Facebook account since I was in like 8th grade
Yeah.
normally, and if they had looked on my account for probably 15 to 10 seconds, they would have said, "Oh, this guy was just hacked."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they would have
yeah.
just and I was never locked out of my account. I could always get into it even after it was hacked. It was all about the community guidelines or whatever.
Oh, really?
But yeah, Facebook, I don't know if they're just so booked or just they don't care or what it is, but it probably could have taken just a couple of seconds to look and just say, "Oh." And it even said on my and we can change subjects soon, but
No,
even said on my like email, it said that someone had logged into my account from Vietnam. It said right there. It's just so obvious that this was all because of a hack. But yeah, Facebook just didn't want to look into it. And there's the new one.
Well, here's
Going
the new
strong.
one. It's Sir.Dork. Much easier to remember.
I agree. Actually, I should have done that a while ago.
And honestly, you've already surpassed a few of us already. So, the account's still going strong.
It's insane that the second I joined, and even like I had made the account, and even before I even put anything on there were people I knew starting to follow me just because they recognized Sir Dork. I don't know how they saw it or what, but
it's your logo. It's this logo.
Yeah, even before I put a picture too. It's just people are just amazing and so supportive, and they're just when I first started posting it just everybody was sharing. There are hundreds of it, and I was just blown away. I was just like, a crappy situation turned into such a great day for me because I just felt so incredibly loved by everyone. It was just awesome, and I'm still just like super just blown away by it.
Well, I mean, I think a part of it really is that you are a huge supporter for all of us. You take the time to answer questions, you take the time to comment, and give people that are just starting out some tips in terms of toy photography. So I think everyone realizes that, and your face is everywhere in terms of just going to different YouTube channels like ours, and really just, I mean, you are what we celebrate on Toy Talk in terms of the toy pick community, like to make a positive community, move it forward, and make sure that everyone has a chance to engage in this wonderful hobby.
I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
I do. I'm just glad to be back with everyone. I missed everybody.
Yeah. Well, for all of you that are joining us right now, if you have any questions for Sir Dork, we're going to be asking him. We're going to be talking to him. One thing I do like to do is to kind of start discussion, start the talk, is really have a discussion question. My question this week, and I've kind of proposed this to some of you already. Which toy line, in your opinion, is killing it and doing a great job right now, in your opinion? And it could be as broad as Hasbro. It could be as focused as G.I. Joe, classified. So think about that. Sir Dork, why don't you think about that? Josh, do you have a
probably, I mean, they don't have very many figures out, but Sentinel. I mean, they have a lot of figures, but
you're talking about specifically that Spider-Verse.
Yeah, the Spider-Verse is killing it. Everybody wants it, or has it, or needs it, or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's still undefeated. That Miles.
They're fighting armor and like the last Ronin figures and stuff like that. I don't collect those, so I can't speak on those. But it seems like they came out of nowhere, though.
Yeah, no, I'd have to say that Miles was something that just came out of nowhere, and everyone was just jumping on, and it was an incredible figure.
It makes me want to buy some of those other things that I don't collect, though. Just to
like
see
what?
if they're like maybe like a Last Ronin or something like that, just to see if they're as good as like the Miles.
I will say this. I was telling No Chewing, I did not like their Penny Parker. That's the only one I didn't
Well, the
like.
Penny Parker was just a plastic slug, wasn't it? It was the robot that was the figure, right?
Yeah, the robot was okay. If it was very light. I really wish they did some sort of articulated Penny Parker piece, though.
Hmm.
But everything. But you're right. Like top two figs of my year were Miles and Peter B.
Peter.
So.
Yeah.
How about you, Danny?
I only collect mostly. I mean, I collect everything, but like I'm always gonna say NECA because I've been collecting NECA for so long, and like I said, I always stick to one, line of figures, and I think everything they've been, just pumping out has been great. I love that they don't just stick to like one thing. They do a lot of like, they do a lot of things, and I think the Universal Monsters line is amazing. I think I mean, I was a little upset about not bringing like a lot of the '80s movies, but I think the Universal Monsters line has been pretty cool. So I love how they're doing like both versions too. They're giving you the black and white and the color version. They're giving you accessories for them, and they're great. So I mean, I love NECA. NECA has always had my money, so I'm gonna always root for them, even when their toys are stiff and hard to to like pose and stuff. So
Wait, is this really a family member here?
Oh yeah, that's my son.
All right, family show.
There you go.
How about you, No Chewing?
I would say the folks over at Four Horsemen probably have the best brand right now and are killing it with what they put out and their connections to fans.
Yeah.
Like they are really hard to beat right now.
Yeah.
They're, I think maybe Father Christmas may have been their first miss in like 4 years, and it's still a great figure. It just wasn't. It didn't make everyone's jaw drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said to I think it was today they posted that the line that just finished pre-order, what's it called, like Necrosimus or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said it was their best selling one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that what they said? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's really cool. I pre-ordered one of those.
Did
Oh,
you?
which
I don't
one?
get, like,
What'd you order?
I
What
ordered
does
it.
it look like?
It's the one that it can go into just like a plain Grim Reaper and a plain
Oh,
skeleton.
yeah.
I
We
bought it
know it
because
as the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
oh,
We
then
call
yes,
that we call that one the Grim Reaper.
the Grim Reaper. I have this really cool custom figure that I'm planning to make, and a lot of the parts from that will, I think, work well for what I want to do.
For me, that the zombies in that zombie builder pack in that wave is beautiful.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, the zombies are cool. I mean, No Chewing, I totally agree with you. I mean, just meeting them in person was great because you got to see the passion behind the product, the lore behind the product. Everyone who worked the booth knew, the factions and also the story behind each character. What's really impressive is like, for Hasbro or Marvel Legends, Spider-Man, you don't need to tell me the story of Spider-Man. You don't need to tell me of the story of these superheroes. Do you need to tell me the story of this amazing like gladiator? You don't have to, but I would like to know because he's a kick-ass figure, right? And I really appreciate them taking the time and showing that drive and that passion behind their product. I totally agree with you on that. How about you, Jared? Sir Dork?
I was thinking McFarlane specifically because, and I like McFarlane. They're not my favorite toy to get, but they just seem to be growing. They just seem like and I see like years back, I only saw like a handful of things from them here and there in stores, and they didn't look that great. But now I see there's always tons of DC figures on the shelves all the time. And there's other, they have a bunch of other brands and intellectual properties that they keep like getting, and it just seems to me like they're growing, and they're keeping their price point pretty good. I did hear that they're going to go up a little bit, but it's pretty small amount compared to how much Hasbro has gone up a lot, and they
I think it's supposed to be like what, 22 now, or something. They're gonna go up to
Yeah, like 22 or something like that, which isn't so bad. And if you go to buy a $28 Black
Yeah,
Series figure, it's nothing. So they just seem to be doing really good right now, and I love the fact that anytime I go to any store that I know has figures, I know I'm gonna have a pretty decent selection of McFarlane, whether it be DC or whatever. It's always there, and I love that kind of reliability. If I go to Walmart looking for a Black Series, I might find a Lando if I'm lucky.
yeah. Yeah,
That's-
McFarlane's distribution is on point. Every store seems to get about the same stuff. And it's all equally distributed. So
Yeah. And I wish I knew more about that whole back end. It's like, why doesn't Hasbro do that? But there's just so much I don't know. But and the figures are consistently getting better. Like if you look at the first couple waves of their DC line when they first started putting it out,
yeah,
there's huge noticeable improvements just since then. And it's only been 2 years since they. So
Yeah.
good for them. I think they're doing great.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on in terms of just companies that are killing it. I know there's some people that disagree in terms of just like McFarlane's, but I would say McFarlane, they are always good with their release dates. They're always good at pushing out product and new product over and over again in terms of their designs and getting them
Yeah.
into stores. I just recently got the Dead Man. And he is fantastic. I can't.
Awesome.
The sculpt is amazing, and the articulation is actually much better than
does it
what
have the good
other.
ankle rockers on that one?
It doesn't. It doesn't. But it's still better in terms of other articulation for Dead Man. I mean, I can't stop looking at that figure, and I opened that up like 3 weeks ago. So
Did you see the leak for the Bale Batman?
oh
no.
that McFarlane's doing.
Yeah.
Didn't see
No.
that.
It doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
That's
I
gonna
think he's
sell so
planning
much.
does Batman have like an anniversary coming up pretty soon or something, right?
Every year is a Batman anniversary.
So
Well,
it's
no, they're-
39 when he came out, right? So how many is that?
So it's
80.
not.
Did he have his
Can't be
85th year yet?
I have no idea.
Because I know 80th happened for all those. I think so. 85th is probably coming up
Yeah.
next.
Because I mean, we've all seen like the target listings for like Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, like all the Batmans, but they've never came out. So I'm wondering if he's waiting for like an anniversary or something like that.
I think next year, and I'm probably doing the math wrong. Is next year 85 years since 1939? Is that 85 years?
No, chewing. You're a math guy.
You're in education.
Yeah, but I don't teach math.
I would say yes. I would say yes. That sounds absolutely right. Without doing the math in my mind.
So maybe it's 85 years. So maybe that's what they're waiting for.
85 years of Batman. Wow.
Well, yeah, and we've had so many Batman. And Josh, you still have your Batman collection rocking, right? You didn't sell all those.
No,
You don't have them?
no, I got rid of most of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, it's not too late to collect them all back.
yeah, it is. No, I'm just kind of picking and choosing my Batmans now.
Yeah.
I was buying like all the McFarlane ones, and then like I had no space for anything else. It was
It's a lot of
all-
Batmans.
it was
Yeah,
just
they're
all
huge.
McFarlane.
Yeah.
So,
Well, for me, in terms of like companies that, in terms for me that I think are killing it are Mafex. I love Mafex figures. They really pull everything out. Their designs are incredible. They pull everything out as if they're straight from the comic book. There's one in particular recently that I just got that I need to show you guys, and that's the Cyborg.
Yes. Yeah, I just opened him up the other day.
Yeah, you have him.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's amazing.
He's-
Amazing.
It's beautiful.
Really, I mean, yes, beautiful is probably the word for this, and I love the accessories that come with it. And I was really looking forward to this, and really, they didn't disappoint.
if they
I
could
was
just figure
just-
out their release dates, it'd be great.
The release dates are always a problem, but at least for them, they don't necessarily kind of like they post a release date, but it's not like announced like Mezco. Mezco's like it will be out here, and then they have these delays, and you're like, oh, I don't know when this is coming, but it will come sometime. So, I do have black costume Henry Cavill Superman that's going to be shipping soon.
Oh, really?
Can't wait for
I gotta
that.
check my email because I have him on pre-order also, and I can't wait because
Yeah.
the last Mayfix Superman that they did for Henry was, I think, the BVS one, or did they do a Justice League? But
They did a Justice League one.
they did. Okay,
Yeah.
I have the BVS one, and I've bought him twice because the joints just. So I'm excited to see how much better this one will be since then.
Yeah, I think Josh got me the Justice League one, which is really nice, which is an upgrade from the Batman vs Superman one. So yeah, I would like to see a comparison.
Yeah.
This will be our last Cavill Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you we'll get some other figures. There's just too much love for. I mean, somebody will put out a figure.
I hope so.
Another Henry figure. I mean, we're getting a new Bale Batman.
That's
figure,
true.
right?
That's
So
true.
I'm sure we'll get it.
All right. Well, thank you for the discussion questions, everyone. So, the past couple of weeks with our guests, we've been really talking about New Year's goals. We're talking about how we're improving ourselves. What are some goals we're setting for ourselves this year? So, no chewing. Sir Dork, what are some goals for you this year? Whether it's in life, toy photography, collecting toys. For example, many of us here are shooting for a 52, the number 52, whether it's 52 purchases this year or 52 toys this year. We're limiting ourselves and being very careful of how we purchase and just kind of like creating some discipline and some goals for ourselves so we can enjoy the hobby, but also create some self-improvement for ourselves.
Cool. Why 52? I'm curious, like why the number 52?
Arbitrary random number based on the year.
Okay.
52 weeks in a
sounds
year.
really
In a
nice.
year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Figure a
pretty
week.
much it. Yeah, figure a week exactly.
Hey, figure a week. That's a great number.
Right?
Like that's a lot. I feel like getting one figure every week, that's great.
Yeah. It's also a lot.
It'll
right?
be less though because you figure if a wave comes out, that's what 7 sometimes. I mean,
Yeah.
it might be better for us. It might be same for us. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so far I'm doing purchases. I've had 3 purchases, I think. 3 purchases. So we'll see.
3.
I'm only at 2. I've had 2 come in. I got one more coming in, I think tomorrow.
And I'm doing a version where I count anything that I order this year. So I'll count any POs. I'm up to 6 figures. It's the 16th. I'm not doing great. Just a figure a week.
I kind of find just my habits as a collector change in general, and I've just been buying less in general. I think just quality. I've been buying more. Like I don't want to say quality over quantity because all figures are great, but like I've been waiting for more of like Mayfix or Figure Arts kind of level figures than some of the lesser ones, and it's been kind of better that way because I end up using one figure a lot more and more as opposed to shooting lots of different figures.
Yeah,
and a lot of brands too, like Black Series, which is one of my biggest ones. They keep coming out with stuff that I'm not really that big and crazy about, so it's not too hard for me to say pass.
And you probably already have like everything, right?
There's a lot actually I don't have,
Okay.
but I mean, there's a lot I do have.
What I mean, I think when we talked about it, it's like all of us have that one figure of that one character that we say is like the premier figure for that character.
Right.
So anything that comes out now better be, if we're going to get it, it's either got to be better than the one we currently have.
Right. That's a perfect way to put it. Yeah. Once I get a character that I want to have and I have the best one of that figure, then I feel good. Like you're just talking about Mayfix. Like I have him. Sorry,
hold on, let me
and I have him, and
he's
I don't
great.
see another reason for me to have a Superman that's comic-ish related, unless they come out with like a new 52 one of this size, because I do like that run.
Sure.
What is he presenting there? And he looks like Vanna White.
Well, I have an idea because I just got Cyborg Superman. And I have like a funny idea to use Cyborg and Superman.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Something
Oh,
funny.
Oh, okay, yeah.
nice.
And I haven't done that yet, but they're posed already.
Is that a Mafex?
Yeah, that's the
Cyborg, though?
the Mafex Justice League Cyborg,
Oh,
which is
cool.
also really great. Kind of a weird figure, but really great.
That, I mean, honestly, that is something that I have noticed about you. The last couple times that we've talked is just you're pretty good about just not necessarily like impulse buying like some of us are, but like I feel like you're very thoughtful and pretty good with your purchases, and
I've gotten better. I wasn't always that way.
yeah. I don't know. I always felt like you're like, yeah, I go to the store and I
I'm
didn't
very
pick up anything.
I'm very particular, I think, and my thought process. So my collecting habits are completely reliant, or they're completely based off of what I want to do to shoot, to take pictures of, and so my taking pictures of thought process has changed a lot recently. Where I get an idea, and the idea is more important, and then I figure out, okay, what figure do I want to use for this idea? And then most of the time, I already have the figures I need. If I want to put Superman in it, I have Superman. And so I kind of base my shooting off of ideas, other than besides new figures. I got to shoot this new figure, and that definitely has helped a lot with buying less. Because it used to just be like, oh, new figure, got to shoot it. New figure, got to shoot it. New figure. But it's more like idea comes before the figure now in my head. If that makes any sense.
That does make sense. I have so many questions, but I'm gonna just hold off for right now. So what type of goals are you setting for yourself for toy photography and or like life? I don't know.
Well, the number one thing is, and this happened when I didn't have my Instagram, so a lot of people probably don't even know about it yet. Harleen and I are engaged, and we're planning
congratulations!
on getting married in September. So
nice.
A lot. That's a big goal. Is
December 17th. That's my birthday.
That's what we're gonna do it.
Oh,
now.
Nice.
We just decided after you said that.
Awesome.
That
I can't. I'll try to make it. It is my birthday weekend, but when I get that invite.
Yeah, but that's one big thing for sure. And my goal is, my YouTube has kind of become, I would say, my number one priority when it comes to posting and things. So I would like to have a new video every Sunday, and a good video, not just putting crap out there, which in my eyes, like, I know just my standards of what I'm putting out. And then, like, a live stream every week or every other week, probably on YouTube. So that's probably my goal. And I kind of made that goal last year too. And I almost kind of reached it, but I think I'm doing good so far. And then just be consistent with Instagram and hopefully get back to a spot, that I'll be happy with.
Awesome. Those are two big goals, but yikes. That's awesome.
Thanks.
I can't, in terms of like a video a week, that's a lot of work, considering you do amazing job with your editing and making sure, like, every time I watch your video, it's so polished. It's just so gosh darn polished.
Thanks. That's like huge because I try to make them good.
I just love how it's the continuous voiceover with the edits and cuts that are perfect, that you insert, like whether it's arrows or like some sort of picture that goes exactly with what you're emphasizing with what you're talking. I'm like, this is just so much work.
Oh, yeah, that recent one, the Disney video.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, that one took a long time to edit, but I've gotten a really good system down with the stuff I use to edit. And I actually just bought a brand new computer, which is really fast. I spent a lot of money on a new computer, and I was just using a laptop before. So I've got two screens, and I've got a really fast computer, and I can be really productive. And so I banged out that whole video on a Saturday, that Disney one.
How long did that take you?
The whole day, just
whole day.
Okay, not the whole day. I woke up at like 9, filmed it, and then spent until probably like 5 or 6 o'clock editing. But the ideas of what I want to do stir in my head throughout the week, which makes it a lot easier for me to just get it all done in one day. But yeah, a good system really helps.
There's some good goals. All right. Well, what we like to do is just kind of go around and, have everyone have their time with our guest and ask them some questions.
Cool.
Josh, do you want to start it out with us?
Sure.
And
First
you don't
off,
have to have a question. You don't have to have a question.
Well, I got some questions from the chat we're going to go through. So Unboxing Art says, what's the origin of the name Sir Dork?
Good question.
Sweet. I actually really like explaining this one. So in 7th grade, I made an AOL Instant Messenger account, talk with my friends on AIM.
Yeah.
And so I needed a name. And I've used this name for everything online since then. But so the Sir comes from, if anyone's ever played the video game for the PS1 called Medieval, the character Sir Daniel Fortescue. He's always been a favorite character of mine.
That is so specific.
Yeah, the Sir. That's where the Sir comes from. And yeah, he's just awesome. If you've ever played the game, you know him. He's a skeleton guy. He doesn't have a lower jaw. It's just the top half. There's some really great custom heads of him going around that
really?
work with Legions. That's what I'm trying to do with my custom figure.
Cool.
Is Sir Daniel Fortescue. But yeah, that's where the Sir comes from. And then at the time, I just thought it was funny. I was a self-proclaimed dork. I just thought dork was a funny word. Sir Dork. And then 7:30 is my birthday. So
that's awesome. You should really get into Mythic. And get really, and then they'll make a figure Sir Dork.
Yeah, that's true. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
So if you thought the what's the Santa, the Father Christmas was the first flop, the Sir Dork
it really be the first flop. It was just not, awe-inspiring. It was still good.
Unboxing Art, he did comment on that. He says Father Christmas wasn't a miss. It sold way better than Krampus per 4 hour. They said if it was a miss, they want all their figures to miss like Father Christmas. And
I'm gonna hear about this from the Mythic folks, aren't I?
The next chat question for Jared is, what kind of computer did you get?
Hey, Val, how's it going, man? Great. He's a great guy, by the way. I actually bought my whole computer at Walmart. If you ever go into Walmart and you see like they have like these big fat gaming computers that they'll have in like their case, and like, who's buying these? I bought one. And actually I looked in, it's the brand is called iBuyPower. And I was in the store and I was like, oh, it's like $1,000 for big fully built gaming computer. And I was like, let me look into this, and looked at some reviews from people who at least claim they know about computers, because I don't really know a whole lot. And it seemed pretty good, and it had the stuff I needed for some of the stuff with the hardware I already had that is powerful enough to use it with this. And I bought that, and then I just bought 2 like decent $100 monitors from Walmart that are Acer. Bless you. And that's it. iBuyPower Trace MRI something.
Nice.
And it's pretty cool so far.
Sounds pretty beefy.
Yeah, it does. So it's one big tower. That's what it is.
Yep.
Like the old school like Dell computers.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's they classify it as a pre-built gaming computer.
Cool. Do you play games on it too?
Nope. Another chat question. What is a shot you want to take but haven't found a way to do it yet?
Good question.
One that pops in my head, I've always been spewing around, is I've always wanted to do a picture of Mario throwing a fireball and then like lighting something little on fire to make a real fireball, and then blowing on it so it looks like the fireball is like moving in the direction that he's throwing it. There's like and I have a Mario figure, but it doesn't have like the hands that I want. So that's one.
You need the figure arts one. He's pretty movable.
I do. I have the figure arts one, but the hands that have like open hands only come with a different side pack of like Koopas and stuff, and that's what I haven't gotten around to doing.
Oh,
But they have lots of packs that fit, and you know, any of those packs would be awesome to get. I just keep forgetting to do it.
Oh wow, that's
Maybe
I want you to
now
do
you
that because I
remember.
want to see that.
I want to see you do it super
No, we got-
practical, just a mouthful of alcohol and just like just like a torch, just like
That's what I want to do.
Steve Morrow
Oh.
asked, editing with touchscreen, mouse, pen.
Hey, Steve. Steve, also another really great guy. I just use my mouse on Photoshop on my computer, and like I was using my laptop before, which was fine, but Photoshop is a program that takes a lot of juice, and sometimes I'm like, come on, stop loading. I'm just wanting to change my brush size or something. And with this computer now, I don't have to worry about that, so I can be super speedy. Hopefully, it stays that way.
Yeah.
I still can't use Photoshop.
It's a tough hill to get over. It really, and the only reason I think that I was able to get used to it like I am now, which I'm not even fully used to, is because I took a art class in high school for Photoshop, and so I learned a lot of the basics there, I was so lucky. My school had that. I'm so glad I took it.
Yeah,
I use it. I just don't think I'm utilizing it to its
Right.
potential.
I don't think anybody is. It's like the human brain. We use like 99% of its full capability. Photoshop just has so much stuff. I'm always learning something, and it's cool too because once you have a basic kind of understanding of it, if you ever have an idea, if you're like, I wonder if I can do this in Photoshop, I just go to YouTube and I look up somebody who tells me how to do this. This is how you do this in Photoshop, and I'm like, oh, okay, and you're just constantly learning new things from YouTube.
half of those
That's- yeah.
videos though, like I have to like I don't understand what the hell they're talking about, so I have to like watch the video while I'm on Photoshop and pause, and then
I'm totally with you. Like I can't absorb it, then do it. I have to like be on my phone watching it while I'm like applying it. Then I'm like, this is not exactly how
Yeah,
I
it don't come out
want
right.
it.
Yeah, well, you definitely got to get over that first hill of getting used to Photoshop first,
Sure.
which that's tough. That's hard because it's hard. It's a hard thing to use.
well, maybe if you buy $1,000 machine and 2 monitors, it might be easier for you to wait. I'm enabling you to do that next.
Hey, I'm using a touch screen and a pen, so I thought I was already ahead of the curve.
Hey,
That's how
I mean,
isn't that how like most of like the like the CG artists and stuff are doing it now. They have like an iPad with like the
yeah, and then like a pad that is connected to their like computer.
Yeah.
And then use that as kind of like the mouse, that's awesome. That
Yeah,
I have not
Wacom
done.
tablet. Yeah,
Right.
pretty amazing. I do all my stuff on an iPad with a smart pen. That's it.
Yeah, my fiance Harleen is pen on iPad all day, drawing or doing something.
Donald Dover wants to know what got you into photography in general and what made you choose to focus on action figures.
I mean, my story is probably the same as everybody else. You know, I think figures are awesome. I love Star Wars and I love Superman and I love, all that stuff. And I've always just kind of had an interest in taking pictures as a kid. Like when I was like 13 or 14, my brothers and I made this full length movie. It was like a Jackass knockoff movie, and it was just all of us looking like idiots, just doing stupid things. But I was like the director, and I used the cheapo Canon PowerShot digital camera to film the whole thing. So yeah, it's pretty same as you. Just action figures are cool. I love collecting. I love these intellectual properties, and it's just fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. What? There was another question in there that I saw. Oh yeah, here's a good one. 7th grade. That was like 8 years ago.
Yep. I wish. Yes, I'm I'll be 31 this year. So
Oh wow.
Nice.
not I know.
Old
It's still-
man.
Yeah, old man. I'm old man now. Officially.
Funny enough, when you said your birthday was on 7/30, that's actually the second Chris Con is that day.
I
So you're
know.
thinking about
I
going.
know. And that was so much fun, and that was great to hang out there. That was like a really fun day.
It was really such a chill con to go
Yeah,
to
it was
for
so
toy
cool.
stuff.
And I really don't want to miss it again. That was so much fun.
If you do, you gotta get in touch with the Collector 77. He's Chris.
Yeah.
Visit his basement. It sounds weird, but he has the most vast collection of toys in such a nicely displayed, curated way.
All right.
It's incredible.
You can
Cool.
see like hints of it in his pictures. Like
I'm sure he has like a reel or something of it.
yeah.
Cool.
It made me feel good about my collection, because when you feel like, oh, I collect too much, and his stuff is just like, it's amazing. It's
the
like
whole basement.
6 times what I have, and like nicely displayed lights.
Cool.
It's incredible.
Awesome. I'm sure.
Oh, Steve Mora does ask Jared, how's the cats?
Oh, Steve, thanks for asking. Actually, yeah, my 2 cats are a huge, major part of my life, so I love them. But they're doing really good. They're doing great. Neither of them are here right now, which is good. They're probably snoozing it up right now, but they're doing great. Thanks, Steve.
Have you seen the account like cat versus what's that one?
Yes, I
Cat
think it's
versus
cat,
toy.
cat versus toys. Yeah,
Oh
awesome.
my gosh.
Great account.
That account is awesome.
Yeah.
If you have
really
not
great.
checked out Cat versus Toys, check it out. And it is exactly that.
And I have not followed that account with my new thing. That's one of the worst things about this whole thing
You
is
just
there's so
forget.
many great accounts that I don't like. I'm probably not following again because I just haven't. I wish I could go back to the old one and just follow everything again. So I got to do that.
It's gonna take some time, right?
Right.
Unworthy Collector asked, Sir Dork, who's your favorite toy artist and why is it Toy Addict?
You know why? Because Toy Addict and I have both been drinking Liquid Death.
Oh wow.
He's drinking one of the sweetened ones though, which I didn't. I was a little disappointed with those. because
Sweetened?
they sweetened it.
I don't know about
They're
sweetened.
like-
This ain't
Yeah, it's sweetened. There's like I mean, it's like naturally sweetened. They use like honey or something like that.
You
but-
know, I'm trying to stay away from soda, but I don't know if this is good. So I'm trying to stay away from drinking soda. So I bought a big case of these, and I thought it was sweetened, but it was like, what the hell am I drinking?
I just like just as just bubbly water. I just like water with bubbles. That's the best. And Liquid Deaths, yeah, they're my favorite. So that's why. Plus, he's just like a good dude, you know. So that's why.
Well, that's actually a good segue. Toy Addict, do you have any questions for Jared?
Yes. First of all, I think I've met you one time during ToyCon. That was the first time I've ever met you, but I've spoken to you during.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've met you once. Thank you. First of all, thank you, because I mean, just like a lot of people, and a lot of people could agree with me, if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be a me. So, you know, a lot of the videos that you put out and just the stuff that you teach everyone, it kind of inspired me to do a lot and just go my own way. So thank you. I appreciate that, because without you, again, a lot of us could say the same, there wouldn't be a Toy Addict 17. So I appreciate you.
That's awesome. Thank you, man.
Before my question, I have a funny story. So what is the plunger thing that you use to kind of explode? You know what I'm talking? What is that called?
Oh yeah.
It's a BAM drain blaster.
All right. So I ordered one on Amazon, okay? And because I saw a video and it's a funny story. So I ordered one on Amazon and I wanted to try the explosion just to kind of, and I couldn't get it. So I showed my wife and she was like, well, honey, if that's what you feel is gonna just spark things up, let's just go for it. So it was really funny. She didn't understand why I bought it. She was like thinking that I'm like, no, honey, this is for toy photography. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, toy photography, whatever. It's just funny. So she didn't know why. But my question for you is, I know you do a lot of outdoor shots. Had you ever experienced, like, I don't know, with maybe the aerosol or anybody just coming up to you and just, have you ever experienced just people just walking around and just like standing there, just watching you do things, or even ask you questions, and as far as like what do you do? And then you kind of just explain to them and, stuff like that. Have you ever experienced something like that? If so,
Yeah,
can you remember an experience that you've had?
sure. Yeah,
All right.
actually, I actually really like when this happens. And for the longest time, I hated it. I just felt super self-conscious, like people are gonna be watching me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I like to talk about this too because I feel like this is probably what we all feel like. We're doing something kind of weird. It's not really weird, but to the general to normies or whatever you want, people that aren't really into this kind of thing, it's gonna seem weird. And I definitely get that, just feeling nervous and just like go away, go away, go away. I'm trying to take my picture. And I was totally that way for so long. And but yeah, it happens to me all the time. I used to live in a big apartment complex, so anytime I had to go and shoot, I would be doing like in the parking lot or where tons of people were watching or were right there to watch, usually dog walkers. But pretty much every time someone is watching, people are just really generally and genuinely just curious and just like what they're doing, and they're probably thinking like that's pretty cool. Like, what are they doing? People who don't give a crap, they're probably just gonna walk by and say whatever. People who do are the ones that will look and ask you questions. And what I usually do is like I have business cards that just say like Sir Doric, here's my Instagram, and so whenever they do, I give them that and say this is what I do. And there's been a few times where people have just asked me questions. Some people with their kids who want to like do it with me. There was one time somebody came up to me and they were just blown away. They thought that I was like so cool that I was doing it, and they asked to take their picture with me, and I was like, yeah, sure.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
And it's a really cool it's a cool experience or interaction. I think I really like to do it, or I love when it happens. It's cool.
All right.
Anything else, Toriadic?
Yeah. Last question. Just kind of like piggyback what I said to you earlier. If there wasn't a you, there wouldn't be a me. Who inspired you to want to do toy photography? Is there a specific?
Good
And
question.
no, it's not. It's not me. Thank you. Unworthy, it's not me. Who inspired you? Is there a specific toy photographer or someone that you saw and you were like, wow, I want to try that? And then it just kind of just became this whole thing. But just kind of the same thing with me. When I first started seeing your videos, and I don't know if you guys know Let's Toys, but he does a lot of awesome shots with the old Kenner DC figures. I don't know if you guys follow that account, but he's great. He's great. And he's another account that I used to follow a lot, and I learned so much from him. So you guys, again, I was able to find my own way and kind of just do my own thing and just, I'm saying, now I have this whole style of things that I have, everybody has their own style. So who inspired you, and who's the person that made you want to start this toy photography, or even, streaming like YouTube and all that stuff?
Well, there's a ton of people. Like when I first started, toy photography was very much going strong, with lots of people already doing it. And like that air gun thing, I asked somebody what the heck is that, and then he sent me a link of what it was, and that's how I learned about it too. Because but the two off the top of my head that really inspired me in the beginning was this one guy. He doesn't really post anymore. He's been kind of done for a while, I think, but his name was Everything Kylo, if any of you follow him. And if you were to go to his account, you'll look at it and you'll say, oh, okay, definitely I can see, yeah, Sir Jared was definitely inspired by this guy's name is Jesse. Explosions, fireworks, lots of just big action, just but like really awesome, just hard. That's a perfect word for his photos, just hard action. Really, really great, and Star Wars inspired, So definitely, I would, even if you're not really, he doesn't post anymore. It's definitely worth just checking out his page. It's like Everything Kylo, but no Y. It's just Everything Kylo. Wonder what he's doing. And then of course, Sergeant Bananas was a huge inspiration because at the time when I first started, he was really big into Star Wars. Big explosions and fireworks and stuff, and he really and his style has changed a lot, and just like everyone else
Mhm.
at the time, he was really putting out a lot of just war, just powerful war scenes with uh, action and stormtroopers and a lot of snow effects with Hoth and stuff like that. And I just thought that was just the coolest thing ever. So yeah, those two were probably my biggest back then, but tons of accounts.
Awesome. All right, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you, man. That means a lot. That the videos and stuff were able to get the Toy Addict to be Toy Addict.
And it was frustrating. I'll tell you, a lot of those videos, like even trying to do the explosions and stuff, and again, it's one of those things where it's like in the beginning you were like, oh, I want to do the same thing, but then it's like, all right, well, that's cool, that's amazing. Now what I want to do, I got to figure out some things. So like I said, I've learned from so many people, but I think like you and Let's Toys were like one of those accounts that really and again, you guys were so awesome. Like even like I've reached out to you, you have a quick response. Hey, thank you. Oh, no problem. I remember one time me asking you, hey, you don't mind if I tag you in my photos? He's like, yeah, tag away. I don't care. I was like, I'm sorry if I'm bothering you. You know what I'm saying? But you were really nice about it. And I think that's one of the things that sticks out the most about you. It's not only you're a great photographer, a toy photographer, you help people, but you're very supportive, you're kind, and you're nice to people. So, and you're
Thanks,
willing
man.
to help out. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
No chewing. How about you?
As Danny was talking about, like, Sir Dark, even you said it too, Toy Father, about like all his tutorials online. I was first inspired to do toy photography after seeing Mitchell Wu on Disney Plus. But after that inspiration, I went into YouTube and typed in toy photography and saw all of Jared's videos and watched them at an unhealthy binge rate. And I did buy that Bam Blaster. My wife didn't question it. She knew exactly what I was using it for. And
Cool.
I went and even the tripod, all the equipment, and really the most amazing thing about those videos is that it's so transparent. You lay down there's no secrets. You lay it all out. Even you have like Photoshop demos where you go step by step through your process. And I think it's incredible and it's amazing. I think you can see your fingerprints across the toy community.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that's amazing.
Thanks, dude.
I'll connect it onto I only got two questions because I've talked before, but after watching the Disney video, and historically you had a lot of Black Series, and then you went a little too dangerous with some of those premium figures for my taste, but you stuck with like action figures. But through the Disney video, you did more of Funko Pops and Legos. Oh, Lego, there's no plural apparently. And
yes, you'll make the Lego people mad.
Very upset if you do that. Adult fans will correct you all the time.
I had
it's a
no
thing.
idea.
I know, right? It sounds like it should just be pluralized. But
Yeah,
did that open the door? Did that crack inspiration to do more Lego photography, more Funko Pop recreations?
To be honest, not really. If anything, it made me appreciate the things I do like to do more, because I do really like. So there's a bunch of different stuff that really let me I guess start over. If you didn't watch that video, and
go check it out.
Yes, definitely. But I did a bunch of photos for Disney with some Star Wars stuff, which is really cool. And a lot of it was not just action figures, right? There's some Funko, some Lego, some model kits of ships, and like a bunch of different things that are different than my normal, like figures. And so I really like to shoot Funko just because it's simplifies things. You can kind of just plop it down. There's not a whole lot more you can do other than that, which I think adds to the charm of it and just makes it more fun. And I can just blow something up and I don't have to worry about falling down or posing. And that's just really fun. Lego is hard, in my opinion. It's so small. When you're trying to get other things around something so small, the depth of field is completely different with just stuff. And texture is very, most of the time, really like flat and shiny. So the way light bounces off of Lego, it's really hard. And so I just have so much respect and admiration for people who shoot Lego. And the ships are really fun, shooting, like the ships as opposed to an action figure. But if anything, I think what it did was really just made me appreciate more the actual stuff I like to do.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, I was happy to be done with the Lego stuff. It just stressed me out. It's hard.
They are very small, and you did mention that you needed to get a special lens to actually pick it up.
I did. I bought a macro lens to do it. And I just wanted to make sure they liked what what I had to give them.
The second question that I had, is there an, you already answered on IG that there's not much of an update, but Toys in Action. It was this awesome con that you did last year. Looked great. Is there any news around that?
Well, there's not a whole lot of news, and it really was like one of the, I don't think of let me try and word this correctly. I don't think of a lot of days of my life as fondly as I think of that day on Toys in Action. That was just such a cool day. And I don't really have a whole lot of updates besides I'm still waiting on if it's still a possibility financially, stuff like that, for the company Learning Journeys, who ultimately funded the whole thing, and stuff like that. So I hope so. I really do hope so, because it really is such a cool day. So I hope so. That's my and as the last thing I heard from them was, yeah, they want to do it.
Okay, so there's hope that it might happen again.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Yeah, that was one that we had to miss because Toy Father was he's always on a boat, if you know.
No,
so
I
he wasn't
missed
available that weekend.
I
really wanted to go.
I missed ChrisCon because I was on a boat. I missed Toys in Action because I was
Father's Day weekend.
Father's Day weekend. That's right.
That was a mistake.
He celebrated
on our part.
on a boat.
I was not on a boat. I wish I was on a boat then.
Toys in Action 2023, the first boat toy convention.
It will be on a boat.
On a cruise ship.
It will be the official challenge for that weekend.
That's the challenge that you're
Boat
trying to
shots.
figure out.
Yes.
And actually, that's a good segue into the Toy Pick Community Top 10 secret hashtag of last week. There's still time to tag any of your photos. It's TPC_Sir Dork to celebrate our guy return back to Instagram.
Yeah, that's so cool. Thanks, Toy Pick community, for doing a Sir Dork hashtag. That's really cool.
Do it up. Tag them. We have a few more questions from the chat. I did want to ask, because everyone's been just so amazing, just plugging in. Outside of Disney, do you have any more photo shoots for companies lined up?
Not at the moment, actually. Nothing at the moment. I almost had a new Disney one recently. Right before, or it was like right before the new year. It was like January 30th. I got an email from somebody there, and they're like, "Hey, we got something. Are you in?" And I was like, "Yes." And it actually would have been something really even more out of my comfort zone.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, I mean, I instantly said yes, but I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? But then after the new year, they just said, looks like the project is going into a totally different direction. We're not going to need any toy photos, which actually happens a lot.
Really?
Stuff is just always changing with stuff like that. So when I get emails like that, I don't feel like bad, because I know that happens, because it's easy to think like, oh, do they just not want me or whatever? It's easy to fall into that, but I know that just like it's something like Disney is just huge and just always money being sent to crazy directions for. So I totally get it. I'm sure they probably they could have just ended the whole project in general.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Collector 425 asks, how amazing did it actually feel to pop the question to your wifey? Assuming that you popped the question to her.
I did. Yeah, it felt really good. It was on Christmas.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow, it was recent.
Yeah, it was there we did our own little Christmas gift exchange, and we finished. It was like, oh, there's one more gift. Yeah.
Nice.
And Christmas is like, she's a huge Christmas like fanatic,
Yeah.
to say the least. So I thought it was a good time.
Oh,
to do
you you planned it well then.
it.
Toy Addict Jr. asks, what are your top favorite figures to take pictures with?
This is actually a really easy question. Usually I'm like, I don't know, but there's these two that I always do all the time, with the SH Figure Arts Mandalorian and the Grogu that goes with it. Those two little guys. It's just like, that's the one. I think, is that the newer one?
This is the newer one. Yeah.
Okay, which a lot of people like that one more because like his head shape is a little different, and that one's probably fantastic.
That's nice.
But
You
I
have
just-
the first one?
the first one, yes, and the Grogu I have has a cloth,
Oh, yeah.
which
that's
sometimes is a
awesome.
little bit weird, but that just seems more built nicely.
I don't really. I would like a cloth better, but that looks cool.
Yeah, but I just get these like funny kind of ideas for photos, and like those two I just feel like work always in those situations because they've just got such a fun kind of dad son relationship, and they just work in so many situations. So I just use them. Plus, I'm a huge fan of the Mandalorian. I just like, tonight we're getting a new trailer.
Yes.
So it'll probably be out by the time we're done. So everyone go watch that.
Yeah, coming soon, March 1st, right?
March 1st. Yeah, can't wait.
Donald Dover says, have you ever thought of starting your own toy line?
Not really. I mean, I think all of us have probably thought in our heads like, if I were to make a toy line, what would it be like? But I just don't really know much about that. I did make my own custom figure of myself once, and I tried and made all these like fake packaging. It's like, because I really wanted to make this cool package, and actually I have it right here. And this is I was really proud of this, and I put my my background blur effect is in it in the way.
That's cool.
And I spent a lot of time, and so like it's really sloppy though. Like it probably looks good in camera, but it's all just like. So I just kind of gave up with it, but it was really fun to do.
That looks really good.
Thanks. It was fun to design, but I didn't know what to do with any of this. Just kind of, I don't know.
No, it's good. I like that one. The green really pops in your logo. That's what I think is so just iconic about your logo. So,
whoa, iconic! That's
iconic.
Like I'm gonna like have this high for the rest of the night. That you just said that
hey,
it's iconic.
Yes,
that's really cool.
Yeah, well, you're an iconic figure in toy photography.
Thanks.
Steve Moore asked, "What micro lens did you pick up?"
Oh, it wasn't a very expensive one. It was only like, it was under 200. It's probably around 200. So, I mean, which relative to lenses, that's not very expensive, but in general, it is.
Yeah. I mean, a $200 lens, that's fairly cheap. For what they can go for, like many of them are more expensive than my camera.
It is. It's a Sony 30 millimeter macro lens. It goes to 3.5.
Oh, okay.
And the main reason I wanted to be able to really get close to the figure, because the two lenses I have, like, they look great, but I can only be so close. And so this is really my first experience using it, and it was really great for what I wanted, just being able to stick it so close and still be able to focus, which was awesome.
Yeah. No Chewing uses a macro lens. He loves it. And he does a great job with it too.
Give me some tips. What lens?
Oh, here you go. No Chewing.
It is it goes to the Canon M50. It's that EFM line, and it's a 40 millimeter. It's a cool lens.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's really nice. The EFM line is kind of weird. They don't have the traditional sizes, but I use that for everything.
Cool. Yeah, I gotta that would be a fun. Maybe that's a 2023 goal is to get. I would really like a super high focal length because I really enjoy the way backgrounds look with super high focal length. Because it like one of the things I hate is like when I got all this stuff in the background that's just like it's too much stuff going on. But I've learned that like the higher focal length, it kind of focuses more narrow in the background, which I think just looks cool.
Yeah, yeah. And then
So that's something I
probably
want
choose
to
some
try.
sweet bokeh, even if you do have some stuff in the back.
Yeah, that's what I want. Just bokeh. I love bokeh.
Yeah, that bokeh in the back.
Bokeh in the back. We so my father just discovered or learned what bokeh is, and he still can't spell it, but that's okay.
No, it's 2 C's.
2 C's, an A,
No.
sometimes an E, sometimes
that-
it's pronounced bocce.
All right. Well, hey, Sir Dork, thanks so much for like the round robin of questions that you were just like thrown.
Thanks
thrown
for
at.
asking.
So we
Thanks
really
for asking.
appreciate you just humoring us and answering those questions. And again, congratulations to you and Harleen, and that's
Thanks.
amazing. Well, I know many of you are sticking around because we do have a giveaway. We do have a giveaway that we're going to give up. While you guys were talking, I had done a name wheel and put pretty much, I believe, everyone in here in that chat. I'm going to go and we're going to check it out. But first, I want to kind of just talk about what we're going to give away. Now, Josh, I know you had a few things that you wanted people to pick from, right?
Yeah, I got.
Hold on,
This
sorry.
guy.
Let me go solo shot.
Spartan Gungunner.
Okay. Cool.
Sweet.
We got.
Oh, that's an awesome figure. I have that. He is great. Wow, that's a great giveaway.
That is a really nice giveaway, Josh.
That is really nice.
For 200 subscribers. I think we're almost at 210 now, but
212 now.
Nice.
Unboxing art. Yes, you have to be present to win, right?
Yes.
yeah.
So if I put in your name and you don't respond, you're still on the chat. We're going to just
Spin that wheel
spin
again.
that wheel again. All right. So sorry, Josh, is that your choice or is that
What?
are they choosing one of those two or are you giving away those both?
Yeah, we're gonna show them all the stuff I thought, and then let whoever
Let
wins
them pick,
their
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to find the other one. I don't know where it went, but mine is a NECA Predator. I had it somewhere. Now I don't know where it is.
Did it go invisible? I hear they do that.
Jeez, where?
Mhm.
Well, mine was a NECA Predator, so you can. It's the Jungle Predator, the premier NECA
nice.
one. So
Nice.
So for those of yours, those are where you can choose, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Let's see what I can do to.
And then what are we doing if they win and they're not present? Are we giving it to
Then
the
we're
winner?
we're going to spin again.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure I have everyone here first.
Oh, hold on. D Blake has a kind offer like he always does. D Blake's the man.
D Blake throwing it in.
2 signs to the giveaway.
2 signs too from D Blake.
D Blake, he asked, of course.
Sir
That's
Dork,
awesome.
have you
Thank
ever seen D Blake stuff? D Blake makes.
Yeah, I have 2. He gave me 2 pieces that I have 2 very specific ideas that I keep forgetting to get to shoot, and they're awesome, really awesome, like totally unique. Nobody else makes stuff like he does. Really cool.
Handmade. Can you believe
man.
that? Like hand painted. That's
D
incredible.
Blake, you are the man. Awesome. Thank you.
Go
So
for your Joe wants to know what if we pass on the win?
what if you want to, like, if they pass, like they don't want to do it?
Yeah, that they want to go to someone else.
Yeah,
that
they
they're-
can give it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we gonna do on first spin, or are we gonna do like last man standing?
We could do something different. Last man standing last man, that would take a long time.
Yes, StreamYard has a. I just learned this. They have their own giveaway tool to use
Yeah,
for
the
their live
hashtag.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what do you do?
I wish Toying Around Kevin was in here because he explains it to Jay Shaw and Machitori, but I
I've been
forget
looking into it. It's
what
it's
the
like
tab
if
is called.
I think if you go, I mean, you don't have to do this now.
Yeah.
This is probably going to work great.
Yeah.
But it's like I think it's StreamYard.com/giveaway, and then you create a word, and everyone in the live chat has to type in that word, and then they get put
Oh,
into
yeah,
this
yeah,
wheel
yeah.
just like this, and then they just do it all for
Oh.
you.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
That
Toy
is cool.
Photography Discord says you got him in there twice.
Do I? Toy Photography Discord. Oh, I have one here, unless he's under two names.
I bet you
Yeah.
the wheel probably does that automatically. Might just add. Like,
All right. Well, I think I got everyone. Am I miss? Oh, it's Jaden. That's why.
I just read the page on how to do it. Yeah, it's really easy. Do stream rounds. Maybe on the next one.
Next one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, first spin.
First spin, and if they're not here, then we'll spin
We'll
again.
go to the next. Yep.
All right, here we go. Ready? For your choice of those things, plus 2 D Blake makes signs.
Is
Awesome.
Mile High Plastic in? Yeah,
Yep.
he's in. Yeah, okay.
Oh wow, that was close.
Maz.
Maz Toy Box.
All right.
Here.
He just he should be here. I just saw him. Let's
How long
see.
do we give him?
We'll give him 1 minute to respond.
Okay.
Maz Toy Box, are you here? Are you here, Maz Toy Box?
Come on.
Oh, Maz.
He's gonna be hitting himself.
Like 20 seconds to respond.
There we go. I'm putting on a clock. It's probably
Oh,
been.
there you go.
There he is.
There you go, Maz Toy Box. Congratulations. What do you pick? What are you gonna pick? You can tell us what you're picking. And that's awesome. You get 2 signs from D Blake Makes because D Blake Makes is the man. So you can DM him, DM D Blake Makes, and then depending on what you choose, whether it's Jungle, NECA Predator, Josh, what were they again? Sorry, hold on. Or one of these two.
That
So
egg
you have-
attack is nice.
I think it's the egg attack. But you let us know. You can DM me at toy.father or you can DM.
Hold on. We forgot to mention the being in the U.S. thing. I hope Moz is in the U.S.
I believe he's in the US.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
We got to remember that. Always fucking forget that.
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
It's a reverse import situation. Maz is in Japan.
It's got to go back.
I don't have the Spartan, so that means he wants the Spartan.
Oh, all right.
All right. Awesome. All right. So Josh, let me send that out to you. Why don't you DM at Cox Create and he'll get that
Yeah,
out
just
to
hit
you.
me up on Instagram with your info,
Yeah.
and we will get you the Spartan Gunganer. How do you pronounce that? That's so weird.
Gurgner.
Gung.
I don't know.
Gungnir. Gungnir.
Gungnir.
Gungnir.
Anyway, he's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Well, I did have this whole thing where we were going to talk about toys. I do like to do a hard stop at 10 just for everyone, but
I got to get going soon anyway.
yeah. But let's say this, Sir Dork, you're the man. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Congratulations to you on getting engaged. And I have to say,
Thanks.
this has been like this exceeded my expectations in terms of just the number, like, because you don't know what you're going to do when you've had a guest on for like 3 or 4 times and you're like, I can't ask him the same questions over and over again.
Yeah.
So we had some great questions and all of you guys asked some great questions and you
So
really
much fun.
brought the fire. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I really appreciate you coming on. And please give Sir Dork the love. Maybe you follow him on Instagram, sir.dork. Check out his YouTube page.
I'm actually doing a giveaway on my YouTube very soon.
Yes, 40,000, right?
Yes, I'm giving away a hot toy.
Oh my god!
Yes,
Which hot toy are you giving away?
It's the hot toy Remnant Trooper,
Nice.
and I'm going to give it away basically the same way we just did. Somebody in the chat.
Awesome. And what are you doing?
By the way, when we hit 40,000, I'll give away a hot toy too. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm gonna be there
at
for
200. We give away a NECA. At 40,000,
I'm gonna be there.
Right.
Yes.
So to enter, if you go onto my channel, I have two. There's a video explaining the rules that's just called "Win This Hot Toy," and then there's another one called the 40K giveaway stream. So just go down and find the one that's actually a video. The other one's just a scheduled stream, and all the rules. It's easy. Just like, subscribe, tune into the live stream. That's it.
Awesome. Anything else we should be plugging?
Jared, you want to plug your monthly photo live?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Thanks. I totally forgot. Yeah, on my channel, I do this like challenge where everyone adds a photo to a hashtag, and then I'll like review the top 100 on my channel. And I just put out the rules on how to enter for this month, and it's on my channel, my YouTube channel, on the community tab. It's also on my Instagram. It's the first tagged, pinned thing on how to enter.
And what's the theme this month?
It's brand. It's adding and tagging a brand into your photo, and hopefully somebody gets noticed and gets a brand deal out of this whole thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hopefully.
Well, that's awesome. Anything else that we should be plugging that I'm forgetting?
I have nothing.
How about Toy Addict, Josh? No chewing.
Be sure to join me on Wednesday on Unboxing Art.
Perfect. Yes, Unboxing Art. Go check out Unboxing Art. He's awesome.
He is.
If you're into Action Force, watch the last video that's up there. We sat down with Bobby Valla for about an hour. Good shit.
Is that on your YouTube?
That's on Unboxing Art's YouTube.
I don't
check
think
out. You should check him out. He's awesome.
There's a few good interviews. We share some guests, but he had an interview with Jason Bienvenu from Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. That was also very good.
Oh, that's awesome. I just subscribed. I wasn't subscribed to you already. I didn't know.
Awesome. There you go, Unboxing Art.
There's so many channels. Nobody blames anybody for missing.
Also, check out Between Two Sentinels with Jay Shot and Macho on Wednesday. We're going to be on there. No chewing. Myself, Yimbo. And that's going to go right into another live TPC top 10 at 9:15 with myself, No Chewing, and Yimbo, and that's gonna be a lot of fun as well. Oh, and also we're gonna have Jay Chad and Machu come on to the top 10 with us. So, Toy Attic, any other plugs?
Black and Wednesdays and Hint of Red in February. Unworthy AF. Pig Bar, Lazy Boys, Pig Bar on Wednesdays, Lazy Boys on Fridays. Yimbo reviews everything on Sundays. Show everybody some love. Like, subscribe. Everybody, show each other support. Jared, welcome back. Thank you. As always, man. Support Jared. Go hit the like and subscribe. Go follow him.
Remember, awesome. he's got a new Instagram, so you got to go follow again.
It's Sir.Dork, right?
Sir.Dork. I think if you just type in Sir Dork, I'm pretty sure it'll come up. Or just type in my name.
Just look out for what do you call it, Chris? The iconic logo. Just look for the iconic logo.
The iconic
just hype
logo
them up
with that green.
So 2 things. Christopher Sullivan. The secret hashtag is TPC, no number. So it's TPC_Sir Dork. And most importantly, I'm pretty sure, Danny, is your birthday tomorrow?
Yes, my birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Good memory. I didn't remember
Everyone wish Danny a happy birthday tomorrow. Or no, whatever. Either way.
Yes.
We're close enough to midnight.
Well, good news is I'll be in Jersey on the 21st. So I'm going to meet up with a couple of guys over there. And super cool. I believe somebody else was Blitz is going. I'm gonna hit up Yimbo, see if I can see Yimbo too. But I'm gonna go to Jersey this Saturday, so I'll be out there. We're gonna go to Chubsy's, and
awesome.
have a good time out there. Just
Awesome.
enjoy our days. I believe we have a lot of birthdays in January, but it's not about me today. Unworthy's birthday's today. That's whose birthday it is. Happy birthday, Unworthy.
Happy birthday, Unworthy.
Happy birthday. Toy Father did not want to stay, so he left.
Sorry. I don't know what.
Take...
Not sure what happened. My computer crashed or something. I don't know.
Oh no! Now
Josh
is gone.
Yeah. Sometimes this happens with StreamYard. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But again, thank you everyone. Thanks for joining us. Happy birthday, Danny. I'll give you some happy birthday love tomorrow. And I hope you enjoy it. And everyone in the chat, thank you. D Blake Makes, thanks so much for
he's awesome.
Donating those 2 signs. Amazing. If you don't know D Blake Makes, check out his handmade signs. Each sign that he sends out is made by him. It takes him hours to complete these signs. So there's love and effort and talent
they're awesome.
into each sign. And
So
they're amazing.
you need to get you a Halo sign to go with your gun gear.
Here's a D Blake Makes sign.
Also, I just noticed too, when I first came on today, the channel was at 202 subscribers. Now it's at 213.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
That's
Remember,
great.
to give away at 400. So
yeah,
get us to 1,000, and I'll give a hot toy away instead of selling them. I'll give one away.
That's
all right.
Only a matter of time.
And I'll get a hot toy away.
I'm gonna be there for that.
All right. Hey, appreciate everyone in the chat. All of you are awesome. Thank you so much. We didn't get to every single comment, but we got to a lot of them, and we really appreciate all of you guys. This is why we do it. We celebrate toys, bring in people from the community, and we just talk about why toys make us happy and why toys bring us together. So thank you very much. Next week, we have a new episode of Toy Talk, I believe with Detour. Don't quote me on that one, but I think it's Detour.
Awesome.
I should have probably written that down, but he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, it's really great. Detour Customs.
Next week, we'll see you all for another episode of Toy Talk.